Are you ready to build your network at lightning speed? Well, mark your calendar for April 16th through the 18th and join us at Connect. You'll experience 3 days of growing, networking, and breaking through your limitations. Look, you'll never be the same, so go to attend-connect.com to learn more. Hey, welcome to Connect, Share, Prosper special episode. I've got two very important special guests. I have McKenzie and Breydan, which you're going to hear from in this episode as we talk all things Connect, but especially Kids Connect.
I'm your host, Chaz Wilson. I bring you successful entrepreneurs, add valuable wisdom to your journey, and help you succeed. Welcome to Connect, Share, and Prosper.
All right, everybody, welcome to Connect, Share, Prosper. I got a special episode today. We're going to be talking about Connect, and I have two special guests in studio today. So I'm going to let you guys introduce yourself, but we're going to let age and beauty go first. Sorry, bud. So go ahead and introduce yourself.
All right, I'm McKenzie. I am 14 and I'm a freshman in high school.
So Mackenzie's 14, freshman in high school. She's my second of five, and I have the middle child.
I'm Breydan. I'm 12 and I just started my first year of high school. Or middle school.
I know you want to be in high school.
I want to be.
So bad you want to be in high school, right?
Get it over with.
Yeah. So, hey, you guys have been to 4 years of Connect, right?
Yes.
4 years of Connect, and there's been a lot of things you've seen in the 4 years. We're going on 5. You can see on the screen 2020, Connect 2020 coming up. I have on here. You guys remember this? This is a photo.
Yes.
I'll show it here. This is a photo. Do you remember what this is? This was first year Connect. And what was going on here in this photo?
We're showing you all of our notes.
Yeah. So I had 3 rules coming into Connect for you guys. You remember what those were?
You had to dress
up, show up,
take notes.
and take notes. So they still remember all the 3 rules I had for Connect. So this photo is you guys showing me your notes after my keynote. I was one of the first keynotes up there. Breydan, I remember you sitting in the back in the middle when I came on stage. A big smile like that, and Brayden's like, yeah, Dad, let go. Woo! Yeah, right from the back. So that was kind of fun. That was you guys taking your notes. And so what happened is you've taken notes every single year at Connect, which we'll talk about in a second. But who's been some of who or what topics stand out to you over the last couple of years that's made an impact for you guys, some of the speakers?
Definitely Chad Hymas.
Yeah, Chad Hymas.
Sure. Even if he talks about the same thing, one year brings it up, and then next it's always just as impactful as the last.
Yeah. What was something he talked about that you guys remember?
The water bottle. I always remember
Oh,
that.
the water bottle. Yeah. Because
Definitely.
if you don't know Chad's quadriplegic. He's in a wheelchair, and he puts a water bottle out. And what does he do?
He says to open it, but you can't use your hands.
Yeah, he says, try to open and take a drink of the water bottle without using your hands. And how difficult is that?
Very.
Super difficult, nearly impossible, right? And so the point of it is to do what?
Ask somebody.
Ask somebody for help, or just jump in and help, right? And so it's such a great visual of a lesson for us to learn. Anyone else that you guys can think of that?
There's been so many.
I know. I got to go through all the years.
Yeah. So let me ask you this while you're thinking about it. Do you get this kind of training at school?
No.
Definitely not. No. Not at all.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Yeah. So what do you think about Connect? What are you getting out of Connect, particularly Kids Connect? This is going to be the first year that we do Kids Connect, meaning we're going to have speakers and training specifically for you guys and kids your age. Like, what are you getting at Connect that you don't get at school?
They don't teach you how to connect. They don't teach you, like at school, how to form a bond with people.
Okay.
They just teach you, oh, this is a job, this is how you do it. But they don't teach you, how to grow that business, how to make it yourself, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, how to connect with people and
A lot of it is here's a page of notes glued in your journal, and then we'll, talk about it.
We'll have a
for 5
test on
minutes.
it.
Yeah. That's all it is.
Memorizing the skills that you're learning. I mean, so for a parent, why should they bring their kid to Connect? Why do you think a parent should bring your kids?
Whew. I mean, there's so many reasons.
Yeah.
Okay, give me 2.
Okay.
Give me 2 reasons. Why should lightning round? Why should a parent bring their kid to Connect?
I think it really sparks creativity.
Okay, sparks creativity.
Child, yeah.
Yeah. What else?
I don't know how I'm supposed to word this, but like, it'll teach you how to grow, like, because at school the school doesn't teach you how to like grow when you've hit rock bottom, like how a lot of the speakers have talked about.
Yeah.
And so I think that's really important.
So you particularly had an experience at Connect last year. We had Chris Natsky. Chris did an amazing job. He's I can't remember what degree black belt he is.
Yeah.
Won national champions. He teaches about martial arts and how that comes into our life. And we did a breakthrough, literally a breakthrough with a board.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
And you wrote, what did you write on that you wanted to break through?
My anxiety.
Your anxiety, right? So talk about it. You got the board, you got it in front of you.
Yeah.
And you wrote, overcoming my anxiety on one side, and then you had to like punch through it, and he taught you how to do it and everything. What happened the first time?
I did not break the board.
Yeah. What'd that feel like?
It was kind of disappointing.
Okay.
Because like I just saw everybody breaking the board, and I was like, oh, this is easy. Like Jack and Tate broke the board.
Yeah, last year they would have been 9-year-old twins, right?
Yeah, they broke the board. I'm like, oh.
Actually, I don't think Jack broke it the first time either. I think he had to hit it a second time, maybe. One of them.
I think one of them, but yeah, it was really disappointing because I don't know, I just didn't feel good.
But what happened?
I did it again, and I broke the board.
Yeah. So then, how'd you feel after?
I cried.
Yeah. Yeah. Why?
It was just like a really good feeling to like go from having that disappointment to breaking the board and feeling good about it.
Yeah, what a lesson in life, right? You're going to have disappointments. You're going to have things you got to break through, and then how to come through it was such a great lesson to learn how to do that. It was fun for me to watch you guys overcome that and break boards. And here's the cool thing. If you're a parent listening to this, Chris is coming back next year. So we're going to get to do, those that want to do the board breaking again can do that. Or if you've never had that experience, you get to have that experience with Chris next year. So it's going to be a phenomenal time. So there's something else. I had 3 rules, right? I had 3 rules, and I said you had to dress up, so parents, if you're bringing your kids to Kids Connect, you can have these same 3 rules with them, because I think it's great, right? You had to dress up, you had to show up, meaning be present, no phone, like you got to be there, you got to be present, and it's not just time to get out of school, and you had to take notes. And you guys decided to do something together 2 years ago, and so tell everyone what you did with your notes.
So we took our notes, and it's actually a really long story from the first year. We took our notes, we wrote it down, and we made it a book that we sold at the next year's Connect.
Yeah, so I did a keynote event, and I talked about the 3 things, and one of those was sales is so easy a 10-year-old could do it. And you were 10 at the time.
Yes.
And you came out on stage, and
Heart pounding.
Your heart was pounding. Now, here's the thing that most people don't know. You created a piece of paper that had your framework of your presentation on it. And it was on the stage. And I don't know if you remember, but I think it blew over, or like it was out to the side.
Yeah.
And you didn't look at it at all.
I didn't look at it at all. And we actually did rehearsals the night before, and I didn't look at it.
Yeah.
So.
And then you nailed it. And you guys sold books at the event. Do you remember how much?
$1,317.
$1,317 for a $3.99 ebook, right? It's pretty cool. Now you guys are like trying to come up with something for this next year.
Yeah.
So.
Don't tell everyone what it is, though.
Yeah.
But you got something you're working on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We got something.
So you got something they're working on, so you'll have to be at Connect to see it, to experience that. But what a cool thing to watch you walk on stage and to train and to teach in a few minutes. You got a standing ovation. That had to feel cool.
I was like freaking out. Yeah.
Yeah, how many 10-year-olds can say they've been on stage and trained, 400 entrepreneurs?
Yeah.
Not many.
To say 0.
Yeah, you guys talked about the skills, right?
Yeah.
What's interesting is I had a guy who's a professor come up to me afterwards and said, I have college students that I can't get on stage and present like that. And so you guys just killed it. All right, so we're talking all serious stuff, but let's talk about fun stuff too.
Okay.
What else is fun about Connect?
Everything.
The
It's
people,
just
for sure.
great.
Okay, why?
I feel like during the first Connect, like people weren't as, oh, hey, I don't know you, let's talk. But I feel like as it's gone on, people are like, hey, I don't know you, let's talk,
Yeah.
It's just really fun to meet new people.
Yeah. And so you're meeting all these adults, which is
I
kind of
know.
cool, right?
Yeah.
And now you've been for 4 years. Some of them know you now, recognize you. They'll see this episode. They'll they'll know it's McKenzie and Breydan. What else is fun about Connect?
What McKenzie said, it's like, it's in the name, Connect. Everybody goes there and they start connecting with people, and then it just builds a relationship that they can use for years.
Yeah. I'm surprised neither of you said the ice cream.
Oh, okay, that is true. The ice cream.
social.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Like, I thought, you guys
I
are
know.
both like, oh, let's see, what's the dad answer he wants us to give?
The ice
But
cream is pretty
The
good.
ice cream social's fun, right? We had fun
Oh,
there.
yeah.
And I don't know if we'll do that again next year, but we'll do something like that, right? We
Yeah.
did 2 years in a row. We did an ice cream social, the kickoff night of Connect, and that was kind of fun. So kind of wrapping this up, like, if a parent is watching this and they're like, God, I have this child who, first of all, I think any child should be there. I think it's just good. I bring all of you guys, all 5 of my kids are there. But like, if a mom and dad or a single parent or whatever is looking at the investment to put a couple $100 aside to buy a ticket for their child, what would you tell that parent that maybe their kid won't say, right? Their kid's not going to be like, oh, sweet, I get to go to this event, because they don't know what it is. But what should a parent know if they're looking at investing in Connect tickets for their kids for Kids Connect?
It's going to teach you more than it will at school. Like my friend Aria, she wants to own a school and she wants to be an entrepreneur, but at school it doesn't teach you all this cool stuff on how to make that happen. So I think it is really important. It doesn't just teach you about business. It teaches you about people. It can teach you life skills. So I think it's very important.
Yeah, I've learned more stuff about like entrepreneuring within the first day of Connect than I have in the 8 years I've been in school.
Have you been in school 8 years? Are you even old enough to be in school 8 years? Close. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's scary.
Yeah.
Still got a lot more to go.
Yeah, but think about the people you've been able to meet too. Like, I remember the first year we had Hall of Fame receiver Tim Brown come in, and you guys were like
Still
a little.
my football.
Still have a signed football. And I remember you guys were a little bit starstruck, kind of.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh, and now you're like, yeah, cool. They're people, like whatever, and you've been able to connect with these, highly productive, highly successful individuals. So. Was this fun to come in here in the studio?
Yeah, it really was.
Yeah. Be with Ricardo and Josie in the studio and hang with Dad for the day.
Yeah.
You guys did great. It was fun. So listen, come to Connect. Come to Kids Connect.
Yes.
Be at Connect. If you have kids from the ages of 10 to 18 years old that maybe they don't need to be entrepreneurial minded, right? It could be you want to help them in personal development, grow, have confidence, overcome stress, anxiety, connect with adults. Like, this is the place for them to be for 3 days. I always felt like, at least my wife and I always felt like it was more, as valuable, we could offset the value of pulling them out of school for a day or two to be at Connect and be around people who are succeeding and miss those 2 days of school and get so much value out of it. And then we have stuff to talk about for days and days and days, if not years, to talk about these experiences. You know, I had somebody on the podcast a couple months ago and who's talked about 18 summers. Meaning you don't have 18 years with kids, you have 18 summers. And if you look at it that way, you have a limited amount of time. And it's the experiences. It's not the money. It's the experiences that you build with kids where you invest in them, that they see the value, and that's where bond happens. When a deep bond happens is when you're investing in a child. And if you think about yourself, if you could think about somebody who invested in you, maybe they pulled you aside at some point, maybe they took time with you. Each one of us is a sum total of those who've invested in us. Be that investment for somebody. Invest in them to come to a place like Kids Connect and learn from successful people, men and women and other children who are succeeding at a high level, and they're going to go, I could do that. I may not be getting great grades. I may not be able to read very well. I may not have confidence. I may not have friends, but I could do that. I could do what they're doing, and they're going to build confidence. Then confidence is probably the number one key element and characteristic of success, is an awareness and confidence, and they'll get that at Kids Connect. So will you join us? Will you be there? Be at Connect April 16th, 17th, and 18th in Dallas, Texas. Go to masternetworks.com. Go to our store. Get your tickets. By the way, VIP's already sold out. Do you guys know that?
Really?
VIP is already sold out. Nobody can get a VIP ticket.
Be ready to get one next year.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Love it, dude. Already selling tickets for next year. All right, so till next time, thanks for being on this episode of Connect, Share, Prosper. We'll see you guys next time, and be at Connect.
Yes.
Yes.